Hey, gang. Hey, welcome to this coach training. So basically what this group is a 2 weeks to success for our new Team Victory Embrace coaches. And first of all, just welcome to the group, you guys. Welcome to the team. We're so excited to have you as part of the Team Victory Embrace. And really with Team Victory Embrace, our whole mission is you're going to embrace so many different things. There's so many different things you have to embrace. You're going to embrace your health. You're going to embrace success. You're going to embrace those failures because those are what really build character and help you to succeed. We're going to embrace faith, and we're going to embrace belief that we can, belief in something that's higher than us that's going to help us through those hard times, and belief in embracing teamwork. So we're going to work together at this. We are all in this together. So definitely know as you go through this training that you are not alone, and all of us have learned how to do this. We're all at different stages in our learning and continue to learn all the time. I mean, I've been in this, I started in 2011 really with Beachbody, and then started coaching in 2013, so actively coaching. So I'm still learning stuff every day, and things change all the time. So don't think that, by any means that you're ever behind the eight ball. So you are where you're supposed to be in this. God has you here for a purpose and a reason, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So with this group, and also for those coaches who may have fallen off and are just getting back into this group, welcome back, guys. We all have dips in our businesses. I totally get it, and I'm so excited that you're deciding to really dig in and get the training needed to be successful. So basically today, something we don't want to get too far into the skills and details of the business, but just something that all of us have to do, and something that's just awesome to do anyways. I'm a really big people person, so something that's just really cool to do is build your network of people, build a network of friendships that you have, build your list, so they say. So our topic of discussion today is just meeting new people. And how do we do that? And how do we do that for the business? So basically, you may be sitting there thinking that my friends would never do this. What am I doing? Why am I here? Like, am I really going to be successful at this? And you're talking yourself out of it. But you really can be successful in this, and know that at some point we've all said those things to ourselves, and it's just part of that mental self-talk. So we've got to overpower that negative and that doubting with positive self-talk, and that's something that's really cool with personal development, which we'll talk about as well, and keeping our minds sharp and on point and going in a positive direction. So talking to ourselves in a positive manner. So that being said, we don't know what we don't know. And so we're going to share a little bit about how you would build your network of people. So there's a few ways to find new people. On my business, even though I know tons of people through, I'm in Rotary, and I know people through church, and I know people through my work, and I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis. About 90% of my business has been built on social media, maybe even more than that. So, and if I meet somebody, I actually put them on the social media onto my Facebook, and then that's how we communicate about the business. I'm a full-time business person. I have a full-time job as a physician liaison, so I don't have a lot of time during the day to commit to my business, and I don't feel comfortable speaking about Beachbody with what I do because it could be a conflict of interest or misconstrued as such. So I try to keep all of my business going through social media outside of work hours, or maybe during lunch or a break or something if I get that. But my schedule is so sporadic, it's better just to do it outside the work hours. That being said, I primarily use Facebook. I've just ventured a little bit into Instagram. I'm not completely successful with using that as a business builder at this point, but there's some amazing training out there. One specific training from Kelly Harden just did. There's other trainings about how we can build this thing on Instagram. So that being said, that's something that we'll dig into, further down the line. But if you don't already have a Facebook page, definitely need a Facebook page. Build your Instagram profile so that you have one, and just start, putting posts on there that talk about you and who you are, and show who you are. And there's actually a way you can share Instagram pictures to Facebook. So sometimes I just post on Instagram and tag Facebook, and it posts in both places. When I do that, though, I make sure that the content is pertinent to both, because they have different things. Like you double tap for a like on Instagram, whereas you just like or comment below on Facebook. So you got to make sure your wording's right for whatever program you're using. That being said, just reach out to people. So that's basically what we're doing. Whichever one that it's on, start reaching out to people, liking their posts, commenting on their pages. Really just start building your business that way. So we are going to do this in a way that we're not being icky on Facebook, on social media, anywhere, Instagram, if it's Pinterest, whatever. We want to make sure that you're not out there doing salesy posts, icky salesy posts like those. We see those all the time where we just want to hide them because it's like flashing the money that we did so well in our business. Look what you can do. That's not what we're about in Beachbody. In Beachbody, we're really about helping people. We want people to know that we're here to really support them through their journey for fitness, for health, whether it be weight loss or helping them get off medications or whatever it might be, or just teaching them, how to implement good nutrition into their daily routine, whatever it might be. We're here to really help people. So we want that to come across in our post, and that we're living it out. We're being proof the product works. So we're sharing posts about what we're doing, but always don't forget to share post about your own life as well. But we're going to be getting into post or more content about what to post and that type of stuff later. Right now, it's basically how do we build our network and how do we find people. So one way to find people is to pull out an old yearbook or search for people that went to your high school, and then go through that list and friend request some of those people. When you're doing that, make sure that it's somebody that maybe had 3 or 4 friends in common or something like that. You don't want to be just friend requesting somebody that doesn't have any mutual friends. Sometimes that might look strange. They may accept, though. I mean, try it if you'd like to, but generally if there's more of a connection there's more likelihood that they will accept the post or accept your friend request. So definitely do that, and just go through your yearbook and see, different people, like mark few people off a day. One thing that we use, and I put it in this post in the group, is that we use the power of 3. So with the power of 3, which you can download, and there's a few options there available for you. There's pen and paper. There's using Google Docs, which is how I use it because I'm out and about all day. You can pull it up on your mobile device or whatever, which makes it very, very handy. And I'm actually using the monthly module because I think it works, or format, because it works better for me. So I'm starting to use that, and I'm really diving into it, and it is helping me realize that this business isn't as hard as we try to make it. It's really, really not. So we're not going to go through all of those today on the Power 3 and what we do, but the first couple things on there is new friends. So for new friends or new people added to your list, we always want to keep the list. That's why we have the Google Doc or the pen and paper, because we refer to that as our list. So when we talk to new people, we add them. We add them to the new friends. So you only have to do 3 a day. That's the power of 3, right? So over time, it compounds and it adds into a wealth of new connections. And once you start getting them connected, then you message them and there's interaction, and then they're going to see your post more and be more interested in what you're doing. And basically, people will start coming to you. It's awesome when that happens, and it happens more often than not nowadays. So then you're not having to reach out and say, hey, would you like to join my group or whatever. So that being said, there's going to be the column, and basically you're going to reach out to those 3 people. You'll send a friend request to them and put their names down. And then once a week, at the end of the week, you are going to go into Facebook and find out if there's still friend requests pending. And if they haven't accepted your friend request for the whole week, then likely you should, black them out. You can do that on Google Docs as well, but either you highlight the ones who accepted and then black out the ones who didn't, so you know they're not somebody to keep on the list because they're not part of your network now. So definitely keep track of that. And then basically what you do is later on, we'll be starting to send them messages. So you're going to build your list, and then you're going to send messages. So sometimes it's kind of hard to think you're reaching out to people and you're going to start sending them messages. Well, not all people wanted to connect right away or feel comfortable in doing that. But really what we talk about in the business is getting out of your own way. And so you really got to get out of your own way, you guys. What we have is something that everybody needs. We are teaching people how to eat nutritiously, less processed foods. We have this shake that's amazing with over 70 superfoods that still has quality ingredients from nutritious soil because it hasn't been completely devastated by just over processing. And we just have so much available for people that we're changing lives. So be proud of what you have and don't be ashamed to talk about it. But as we're doing this the first day, we're just going to start reaching out to people, and we're not going to message them about the business right now. So you're just going to reach out to people, or to friend request them, so you have that column. The next section is you are going to message people. So basically what we're doing in messaging people, and we can use the ones that we're connecting with from high school, or there's other ways like getting into interest groups. For me, I'm into different things, like I'm a Rotarian, so I'm into Rotary. I'm given like community service projects, helping. I'm into mission trips. I love church and God and faith, and all this to do with our mission here to share the gospel so that people know. I'm into cats. I love cats. I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure there's a group on cats that I could start talking with people in it. And when you're in those different groups, you're not going to be talking about Beachbody. We don't want to do that. We're just building relationships about whatever the topic is. I love to travel. Like I want to, you talk about travel. So get in a group where they're talking about travel. You could ask people about their trips and where they went, what they saw, and share your photos and different things like that. And you're just building relationships with people. So that's what we start with. And part of that, what we use in the format we use is called forming. So FORM. F is family, O occupation, R recreation, and then M is the message. We're not going to worry about the message so much right now, so that comes later. But for now, we just want to reach out. We want to talk to them, get to know them, learn more about their family, learn more about their occupation, what they do for a living, how much time they have, and then what they like to do for fun, their recreation, different hobbies. Like I was sharing, like I love to travel. I love mission work, that type of thing. So those are things you want to talk to people about. So you don't want to get into a group about kayaking if you don't kayak. You want to do things that are relevant to you, and that's what makes it unique, because you're going to find people like you, and then they're going to want to follow you because you guys have built a relationship. You're already friends. They trust you, and then that's when we move forward in talking about more about the business and what it could do to help people with their fitness and their health goals. So that being said, let's see, is there anything else I should share today? I think that's it, you guys. I think that's where we get started. So basically, for the assignment, because I want to make sure you have an assignment, this is a success group, so we always have to have action steps, right? So for today, your assignment is to reach out to 3 people, send the friend request, make sure that you highlight whether you get the friend request back as a yes, they accepted it, or you're gonna, black it out if they did not. Again, you can find these through your Facebook, through your yearbook. You can also use the memory jogger. In the Coach Online office, there's a memory jogger that helps just give you ideas of how to remember people, and you can just start listing people off, whether they, affiliated with church, or they used to be in your an old coworker, or they play on your softball team with you, which I play softball, so that's another avenue. Different things like that, and help you jog your memory of people that you know. That being said, just go ahead and fill it out. Highlight the ones that have accepted, black out the ones that didn't, and then send some messages out. I'm sure you have some current contacts there on your list, so you're going to send a couple messages out, just talking to people. With that, too, think about going to their profile page first, looking up what they talked about in their last post or whatever, and then going and commenting so that it's relevant. So if they posted something 2 to 3 hours ago, it would be natural that it would have shown up on your feed, and then that way they know that I mean, it's relevant to them. So you're just like, hey, I saw you had a bad day. Hope everything's going well. And then you can just strike up a conversation because it's really about caring about people, right? So do that. Send the 3 messages. Take a picture of what you did. If you're writing it out on using the paper format, take a picture of that. If you're doing on your mobile, take a screenshot and then post that in the comments under this day 1 of the group so we know that you did it, because that's how we make this work, is we start actually doing the action and we do it consistently. So go ahead and do that. The next module will talk more about how to post, what to post, that type of thing. But for that, you're done with day 1, guys. Go get them. Have a good day.